Hello everyone, I hope you're having a really good week. This week I've been very busy. Some of you might have seen that I'm in the middle of launching my e-course, Modern Mixed Media. And this e-course is a little bit different to all of my other courses. It is a 6-week course, and I like to think of it as an experience. It really takes you from initial inspiration right through to doing studies, finished paintings, varnishing, and even photographing and hanging your work on the wall. So I wanted to share a little bit more about this course. I have been getting quite a few questions, and so what I have decided to do is share with you the introduction that is inside of the course. So what I'll do is just let you enjoy that, and if you have any more questions about the course, leave me a comment. I'll leave the link in the description. The early bird is running at the moment, so let's get into that intro video so you can learn more about it. So the spark for this course came from the questions that I get over on my Instagram, in my emails, in my class community. There were many things that kept on coming up. Questions like, how do you mix colours and come up with colour palettes? What's the trick to keeping it simple and using negative space effectively? How do you layer mixed media supplies, and is there an order or a right way to do things? And I will say that there is no right way, straight up. But these are the kinds of things that were coming up. Questions about varnishing, framing your work, presenting it beautifully. So what I wanted to do was answer these questions in one course, but do it in a way that is fun and freeing, because I don't want it to be boring. I want you to get stuck in and feel the joy of creating and making art and working with mixed media. So this course combines all the juiciness and the fun of mixed media with strong design principles. And I'll be talking about things like contrast, repetition, using negative space, but we'll be doing it in a very active way. So we'll be diving into warm-up exercises and start to finish painting projects and learning as we go. The first part of this course is about setting up your creative space and looking at different ways that you can gather inspiration. So we'll be using sketchbooks and mood boards and chatting about how we can bring more of ourselves into your art. We'll then be moving into the botanical module. And painting botanicals is one of my favourite things to do. I find it very relaxing and meditative. It brings a lot of joy into my creative practice, and I hope that it will for you too. So in this module, I'll be taking you through a number of start to finish painting projects, but each project will be focused on a core skill. So we'll be looking at how to use contrast in your work, and in the other project we'll be focusing on repetition. We'll also be doing simple studies, painting leaves, working on our colour palettes, and building up that reference material that will help you throughout the course. In our second module, Seeking Simplicity, we'll be doing exactly as the name suggests and looking at ways to bring more ease and calm into your art and into your practice. We'll be doing a lot of quick warm-up exercises that will help you to generate new ideas for your art, try out different supplies, and also experiment with a range of compositional ideas. So this part of the course is an excellent one for giving you new sparks. And in our main painting projects, we'll be focusing on creating simpler abstracts and using that beautiful negative space. So this one will be very much about calming down and finding some quiet within your paintings. Our third module is a yummy one. It's called Texture, Texture, Texture. And in this one, you'll get to experience all the deliciousness of mixed media art. We'll be combining different supplies together, and I'll be encouraging you to break the rules and mix things up. So we'll be combining watercolour with other materials, things like gold leaf, stitching, collage, whatever you can come up with. I know that many of you in the group have experience in other areas, things like textiles, bookmaking, photography, ceramics. I'm super excited about that, and I can't wait to see how you combine what you already know with the ideas in this class. So this is going to be a really fun one and an opportunity for us to all share and pool our knowledge and combine everything that we've learned so far. And in the final module, Finish and Frame, we'll be looking at how you can present your work and show it in its best possible light. And I'm very excited about this module because I often see students with incredible work, and I just know that it would be elevated by better presentation and beautiful photographs, framing, varnishing, and all those things. So in this course, we're going to dig in deep with how you can present mixed media artwork. And I'll be sharing all my tips and the things that I enjoy doing. And I hope that you'll also share some of your ideas too. In addition to the weekly content, there is also a resource library, and in this there are videos about mixed media supplies. This will be particularly helpful if you are a beginner, but even if you are not, you might find some new ideas and different approaches in there, so I encourage you to go over and take a look. I've also included some podcast episodes that relate to this course. For anyone that doesn't know, I do have a weekly podcast called the Laura Horn Art Podcast, and I thought it would be helpful to create a playlist that relates to the content of the mixed media course. There will also be a number of PDF guides that relate to the content of the course, and I'll be releasing these with the weekly content, but also uploading them into the resource library. You'll be able to download these, scribble on them, use them, refer to them. They're handy resources to have, and they complement the course content. So there's a lot to get through in this course, which is one of the reasons why I have decided on a 6-week format, and I'll be releasing the content each week. So you'll get new content on a Monday, and that will be for the week ahead. So for some of you, you might find it helpful to watch the videos during the week and then carve out a bit of time on the weekend to put things into practice. But of course, everyone will be different. But I wanted to do this so that you don't get overwhelmed, but also to foster community within the group so that we can work through the projects together. So all of the videos will be in the Teachable Classroom, and they are downloadable, and they also come with lifetime access. So if you can't keep up with the 6 weeks, that's totally fine. You will have as long as you need to go through those videos, and you can come back to them again and again. I also wanted to mention that the videos are pre-recorded. There isn't a live component to this class. So I just wanted to mention that because I've had a few questions about that, but they are all pre-recorded. There isn't a particular time that you need to go in to watch them. They're there for you to enjoy in your own time when it suits you. Another question that I've been asked is how much time should you allow for each week of this course? And as I've mentioned, the videos are downloadable and come with lifetime access, so you don't need to worry too much, but if you want to follow along with the weekly schedule and get involved and share at the same time as it's all happening within the group, I would suggest allowing about 3 to 5 hours a week. And this is enough time to watch the videos and then put some of the ideas into practice. I wanted to say a quick word about the supplies for this course. There is a list of the supplies that we will be using, but I want you to think of this as a gentle guide. You do not need everything that's on this list. And I wouldn't want you to go out and spend a lot of money with things that maybe you won't use in the long term. So at a minimum, you can get started with just some watercolor paper, some watercolor paints, and your favorite kind of pens and pastels and things like that. And then you can add in things as you go. If you watch a video and you feel really excited about it, then you might want to go out and get that particular supply and try it out. So I encourage you to take that kind of approach with this course, and also to bring in whatever you have at home. I know many of you have all sorts of goodies and different things to what I have, and it will be interesting to see how they combine with the lesson ideas in this course. So I wanted to, encourage you to be open and flexible with your supplies. So I've already talked about the Teachable Classroom for this course, but I wanted to mention the Facebook group. The Facebook group is completely optional. All of the teaching will take place within the classroom, but if you enjoy sharing your work and chatting with other artists and asking questions, the Facebook group is a fantastic place for that. Of course, you can also ask questions and share your work over in the Teachable Classroom, and I understand that not everyone wants to be on Facebook, so I do want to mention that it is completely optional. You won't be missing out on any of the instruction. That will all take place in the Teachable Classroom. Well, I think that about covers it. I can't wait to see how you approach this course and what it brings to your creative life.
We ran wild through every season, lit a fire to warm the world. A love so easy to